Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have a lot of updates on our 3 of Savior, or aka 3 of Savior mobiles. The first thing is going to be about pre-registration for the mobile version testing periods on June 4, 2021, and then we are going to follow up with the new updated screenshot of the gameplay itself. Now, first thing we are going to do is actually go to the official Twitters and click on this link right here. This link will direct you to their official homepage for 3 of Savior mobile. And it's going to be in Japanese, by the way. So what I can do is actually use the Google Chrome translation to translate everything into English. It might not be perfect, but it does the jobs. Just like any beta testings, they are trying to improve the quality of the game based on the opinions and the impressions of the beta testing players. The next thing is going to be the registration periods. It's going to happen between May 21st all the way to May 31st. Now, this video already uploaded around May 23, 24. That's not really matter, but it's going to be 1 week period. And then for the testing period, it's going to be June 4 all the way to June 17. So 2 weeks of testing periods for us. Well, I guess you could say that is enough time for us to test out the whole game itself. Hopefully, I can reach end game and to give you guys more information about what you could expect from the mobile version. And then there's going to be number of applicants. Now, applicants is actually really important, by the way, because the iOS does have a limit of 10,000, but for the Android, there is no limit, which is really nice, by the way. Compatibility is going to be play a pretty big role for this one, by the way. For iOS, it's going to be 12.0 and above, 3 GB RAM more or space, and then that's applied for Android version as well. For the RAM, it's going to be 2 GB RAMs or more for the iOS, and then for the Android, it's going to be 3 GB RAMs or more. Next is going to be registration. So there's two options. You can either do the iOS or you can do the Androids. If it's Android, I'm definitely going to do the Android because I can use my BlueStack emulators and play the game. Hopefully I can do that. If not, then I have to use my phones, and my phone is really bad. And yeah, anyway, go ahead and click one of these and type in your email address. For the iOS, make sure that you are using your Apple ID email address, so this way you can actually receive the emails about the pre-registration. After that, go all the way down and click agree with their terms of services or the NOP itself. After that, go ahead and click on the tab down here and you will receive a confirmations page for the registration for the beta testing that is going to happen on June 4. Additionally, make sure to check your email to see if you receive any email regarding about the registration for the beta testing for 3 of Savior mobile. Next is going to be a updated screenshot of the game itself. This is actually really nice, by the way, because we know exactly that the game is going to be the same as the PC version. The map's exploration based on the minimap over there, and we have interaction with NPCs to obtain the quests. Okay, so the next one actually surprised me in my opinion because this is actually the original field boss hunting on the PC version. We used to have this, but not anymore because IMC decided to slap every single boss together and put it on one specific content, and that is going to be Throwing Straight. Throwing Straight only happens 2 times a day, and the boss fight lasts up to 10 minutes. Another way you can actually do boss hunting is actually using albums, like color albums from the Mercenary Bash shops. So if anything, this could be a field boss hunting or the color album that you pop it from your inventory. Now, I'm going to keep you guys updated once I get my hand on the testing version on June 4. The next one is going to be either the story mode or the introduction into the game. So we have Capella and then we have the Goddess Lima. Now, a lot of people have asked me whether the storyline for the mobile version is going to be the same as the PC version, and in my own opinions, it's possible that the story mode for the mobile version is going to be the same as the PC version because we saw Guillotine from the trailer, and by all means, there is a chance that we are going to collect the Revelation Stones and then we're going to fight Guillotine later on. So the next one is going to be the character creations. I noticed that there are 5 different base classes. There's Swordsman, there's Wizard, there's Archer, there's Clerics, and lastly we have Scout. Scout was originally introduced back in Rebuild, so I guess we're beyond that point for the mobile version, which is really nice in my opinions. Now, one thing I noticed that there's actually 4 different tabs under the skill tabs. I don't know what that does, so I cannot tell you right now. But what I can tell you that some skills actually got changed a little bit. Notice the Archer, that the Archer has some of the Ranger skills. If you notice, the second skill is actually Barrage, and the third skill is actually the High Anchor from the Ranger. And then for the Wizard, I guess it's pretty much the same, by the way. I don't know about the second skill. The second skill is completely different. And then for the Cleric, I noticed that we have the Esphygalium for the third skill. So that's one is from the champ playing, and I don't know what's the 4th and the 5th skill is. I have never seen those before. Okay, so I had to go back to the video to edit this part. Now, according to Notice from the community Discord, he told me that those 4 tabs under the skills is actually classes. So for the cleric, you have an option to choose Paladin, Inquisitor, and Plat Doctor. And then for the archer, it's going to be Ranger, Fletcher, and Merchant, and so on. So you could say there are some class limit available for the mobile version, but I guess there is a possibility that they are going to release more classes in the future. Next is going to be the upgrade system. Now this upgrade system is very similar to the one that we have for the Spirit Wish. Spirit Wish is where you get the equipment and you upgrade them over time with all the different equipment or the materials like maybe the upgrade stone and such. But then again, the upgrade system might be a little bit different. But what I can tell you is that the next screenshot is going to show you the anvils. This anvil might be the same as the anvil that we have on the PC version. So we might have 2 different methods to upgrade the items. One is use the other item to consume, and then the other one is going to be anvil. Anvil might be the same in my opinion. If anything, it might be the same that where you get 50% each for plus 11 all the way to plus 16 and 21 and so on until you get plus 40. And we have a bunch of other different potions in the shop as well. And then we have an extra gameplay screenshot. This one is probably one of the old maps from the Orchard where the forest is. And then we have the boss face screenshot. The boss does have some kind of ability to kind of stun your character. I have seen this boss before, but I have never seen that ability before. And then next is going to be Capetas, just like the original PC version, the Capeta City. So I just hope that they are adding Orsha but also Familiar as well, so this way we can have 3 major cities of the original series. So this would be really nice in my opinion. Next is going to be the most asked question, whether Dream of Saber Mobile is going to have a class system. And from what I know so far, yes, there's going to be a class system. You actually need one specific item to unlock your next classes. And the next one is going to be the skill tree. There's going to be level 1, 5, 10, and 15. I think there's a requirement for the job EXP. The higher the job EXP is, so similar to the PC version, the higher the job EXP, the more skill and attributes you can actually unlock for your classes. There is going to be 3 different advancements. The first one is going to be your core classes, and we have the first, second, and third advancement available on the left. Alright, so going to the upgrade system, and yes, you definitely have to change your fails, as you can see here, for plus 5 to plus 6. I don't know whether the equipment has potential, just like the PC version. If you reach down to 0 potential and you fail to upgrade, you can lose equipment. So it might be different for the mobile version. And then onto the next screenshot, it's going to be the advanced upgrade system. So this one, you are going to upgrade your equipment. Like I said before, there is going to be 2 ways to upgrade. One of them is actually the experience equipment upgrade, just like the Spirit Watch. And then there's going to be plus 5, plus 6, and so on. It's like the enhanced upgrade with advanced for the original series of Dream of Savior. And then onto the first screenshot, if you successful upgrade, you are going to get some kind of lineman wing, so like the pink wing in the background. So for the fourth screenshot, it's going to be some kind of dismantle system or some kind of transfer system as such. I'm not entirely sure how this one actually works, so I'll probably have to test it out on June 4. For the fifth screenshot, it's pretty much another upgrade system, so if you successfully, you get a lineman wing in the background. Alright, the next part is going to be the gacha part. This is probably the most asked question, how this guy actually works. So basically, these guys are going to be your companions, and you can actually summon the goddess Alcesta. You have Yuao, she is going to be UR or Ultra Rare. And this is the banner to summon the goddess. You have a chance of summon the goddess, or you have a chance to summon monster. And the next one is going to be monster card. I think this is a monster card in my opinion. So what it does is that you have a chance to upgrade from level 1 to level 2, and you have to use different cards, some kind of like a photo card, to upgrade this card. And the next system is a little bit weird. I'm not entirely sure how this actually works. This is probably the combination of set status you can get for the card. So that is pretty interesting at the same time. The next one is going to be your inventory. So your inventory does hold up to some different items, for example like the hair accessory, but also cosmetic as well. On the left is probably the status of your character. I know that there's 2 different swords. I think that's the total combat ratings of your character, and then you have the attack, the defense, the HP, and some kind of resistance to lightning-ish. So just like the original series, we have the wing option, we have the armband option, we have the hat option, and then we have the hair accessory option. We also have the cosmetic options where it's glowing effect on your character, so that's pretty nice as well. Going back to the companion system, this one is going to be the upgrade system for your companion. The next one is going to be some kind of like a history, like a lore about these companions, and we have the voice cover by Kikuno Inoue. The next one is going to be some kind of specific information about this companion. If you already noticed that there's actually level, but also the specific effects for this companion. This is going to be UR, this is going to be SR, plushy SR by the way. And next is going to be R, and we have the some kind of demon goddess. I think this is a demon goddess. I'm not entirely sure. from the original series. So this one is going to be another UR as well, and voice covered by the Shiori Izawa. But the next one is either some kind of dungeon or some kind of task you have to do to get a job EXP, but silver and the material at the same time. There is 6 different tasks, some kind of dungeon system. So there's one available for silver, golden reveal, goddess bless shards, and we have TB, which is the premium currency. We have 2 other stuff as well. So it's really interesting, by the way. And then we have the mounting system. This one is where you feed the mount to keep them from being hungry. And the next screenshot is what you saw yesterday. This one is where you have to feed the mounts. And then going forward to the next one, I think this is the companion, some kind of raid companion system. If you send them to a very specific location for like this one, I think this one is 4 hours and 30 minutes, and the top one is 24 hours. You have a chance to get this specific material, some kind of key, unboxing cubes, etc. And there is some kind of like, I guess, the food material and such. And onto the companion system, this one is the job companion system. So there is 4 rarity the same way we get from the summoning one. There could be UR, SR, R, and so on. And this one is probably, I believe, is Shinobi's. It's really hard to tell. Oh no, actually this one is Rogue from the Scout class. So this one is the Rogue, and the next one is going to be Pelstasta. This is Pelstasta Master Npc, by the way, and it's voice covered by Mai Nakahara. And then Pelstasta is going to be the UR as well. I noted that there are a bunch of skills available, and there's some kind of passive skills effects ish also. So yeah. And the next one is going to be the banner itself. The banners pretty much the same way that you roll for the Goddess Alcesta banners. You get the UR or maybe the Demon God and so on. This is going to be the bunch of gacha stuff. Now, one thing I do want to point out, if you notice on the bottom of each character, there's colors. The green one is going to be R, and the purple one is going to be SR. So if you get the rainbow one, some kind of flashy rainbow one, that is going to be UR or ultra rare. The next one is going to be some kind of challenge on the tower. This is probably Earth Tower or some kind of source. You get job XP, silver, and advils. And next is going to be the image of that battle. I think this is completely different from the Earth Tower challenge. I'm not entirely sure, but if you already noticed from the mini-map, there's 2 entrances being blocked. So basically, you have to stay here and fight the monster. The next one is going to be the boss one. Same thing again, silver chest, and then you fight the boss. And then same thing again, there's going to be another image, but this one gives you job XP, silver, and bunch of material. There is actually a crafting recipe for this one, so I'm pretty excited to craft some kind of equipment for my character. On to the next one, it's going to be the boss battle. This one is a little bit more accurate for the PC version, where the boss has an indicator to show what kind of attack he's doing. And this one is showing him using area attack, and either you stand there to take damage or just run away. Now I'm pretty sure this boss is going to be a weak one, by the way. And then we have another screenshot for the open world exploration. This one has the goddess statue where you can activate this and use it to teleport somewhere around the map. I guess that's pretty nice in my opinion, not bad at all. And then we have the monster down here, which is really hard to see. Alrighty, so the next one is going to be Earth Tower. Now, how do I know this is Earth Towers? Well, as you see, I do Earth Tower every single week to the point where I memorize every single map for Earth Tower, and that platform right there has to be Earth Towers. Moving to the next one, this one is the Hydra boss with golden reveals and reveals as reward and bunch of other stuffs. And then we have the plant boss as it remembers, and then going forward to the next screenshot, it's going to be the housing system. It looked gorgeous, by the way. Now, if you have not tried out the housing system on the PC version, I recommend trying it out. It's really fun. And then going forward to the farmer system, some kind of cultivation system to collect the materials for cooking, some kind of such. I'm not sure how this system gonna actually work out, because the only farming system that we have in 3 Observer is pretty much the guild system. And then next is going to be Goddess Alcesta, some kind of artwork. And then we have some kind of daily systems which give you the coin and a bunch of all the XP reward. And this one is a screenshot that we saw yesterday, some kind of story modes. And lastly, we have the Templar Master Npc. Now, usually this guy will sit on the left of Capetta, but for this one, I think he's giving out main quest. I'm not entirely sure, but it's something like that because of the flag on his head. It's completely different from the golden one. Anyway, that is pretty much for all this video. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Satoshi, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.